Welcome to the back half of Module 2 in the Play Hire Pioneers second training session. The first part of Module 2 taught you how to properly wear and maintain your organization's Meta Quest 3S headset, as well as explain the buttons and functions present on both the controllers and headset itself. This video will demonstrate the home screens of the headset once you've held that power button for 5 seconds or so and your headset is powered on. First, you'll see the blue Meta Infinity type symbol for several seconds as the headset powers up. In this video, while you'll see the screens we are focusing on, you'll also see in the background just my work office. Remember, the action button on your controller allows you to see your actual surroundings through the headset or a virtual environment when in the home screen. So let's check it out.
Okay, so I've turned on recording. What you're seeing is once opening up and powering on the headset by holding in the power button for about 5 seconds, you'll first see a MetaQuest logo that's blue and it says MetaQuest under it. It'll kind of spin around for a few seconds as the headset's powering up. And then once it's powered up, you see a couple screens. So the first one that you'll see is kind of your Horizon feed, and we have that Meta Horizon store, which will be helpful to download apps later, and I'll get to that in just a moment. But first, what I want to focus on is on the right-hand side where it says Library. And another thing I want to focus on here to start is on the left-hand side where you can see your Wi-Fi and quick settings. I'll start there. So when I click quick settings, the first thing that you'll need to do is to make sure that you are connected to Wi-Fi. And so you'll want to connect to the network that is best for you in your context. And once you have that set, the next thing that I'll kind of just draw your attention to is, again, over here in the right-hand lower corner where it says Library. Now, when we get to the library, you'll want to make sure that at the top here, you're under all, so that you're not under hidden or not installed or something like that, but that you can see all of the different apps that you have available to you. And if you want to separate them, as you get more and more things on here, you can separate them by applications, worlds, Horizon Plus, and downloads. But for now, I'll just take a look at all. And as I'm moving through this menu, how I'm selecting is, as you can see, I'm literally holding up the controllers in front of me, and I'm pushing that trigger button that is where my pointer finger sits on the right-hand controller. And so how I'm going to scroll down in this screen that I'm on now is I'm going to hold down that trigger button and literally lift the controller up to scroll. Holding down that trigger button and lifting the right controller up. And so what you'll see as I go through are different apps that we've already preloaded onto the headsets. And so these are the ones that you can find in a future module where I talk about other apps. But I think there's about 8 that we've preloaded onto each headset. And so if you want to take a look at those apps, you would just click on it. I'll just pick one here, Virtual Speech. And it'll talk about, for many of these apps, to create a boundary to use while in the apps, and it'll give you a description of why that's important. And you can create that boundary if you're planning to move around, but if you're not, then you can just stay stationary. And I'll probably just stay stationary for this one. And then once you go through those initial prompts, as you can see, it'll want to access different things, and you can decide per the app which you would like to give them access to. So for this virtual speech one, if you'd like to have students practice their speech and it would be able to hear their conversations, then it would need access to their audio on the device, the microphone feature. And so then it'll just open up the app, and again, depending on the app, will depend on what you do next. But you are usually given some pretty clear prompts as to how to proceed throughout these apps. And so for virtual speech, this is one again that I do a review of, so I'm not going to get into it too much. But I just wanted to show you just kind of what it's like to open an app. And as you look around, you can see that I'm moving my head, and through the headset, I can see that there's an immersive environment around me, 360 degrees, so you can take advantage of that. Now, if you want to leave the app, on the right-hand controller, you'll find a Meta button, It looks like the Meta, kind of that infinity type symbol. When you push that button, you'll have this screen pop up that will invite you to either resume or quit, and then you would click that trigger button to quit that app. So I wanted to make sure that you understood kind of how using an app would work there. Now, the other thing that I'll highlight in this, I want to open up the Meta Horizon store. This is where you would then download other apps. So you could type it in if you know the apps that you're looking for. You can type it in at the top, or you can just kind of search, looking through games and apps and worlds. And again, as you're scrolling, you're holding in that trigger button and you're lifting the controller, just like you're moving the screen up in front of you. And so you can browse apps. Obviously, some of them are free, some of them are paid, and you would have to kind of determine that as you click on each app. So that's how you would download an app. That's going to be all for this particular video, but excited to move through the following modules with you. And congratulations on making it through training number 2 this far, and looking forward to continuing here.